couldn't make a good on the end of it. And what a great finish it is. Perfect volley, isn't it? He strikes it so well. What an excellent finish.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Arlad for Set Play Gaming. This is the FIFA 23 West Brom career mode. It is the Road to Glory with Aidy Boothroyd, Season 6, Episode 131. There is some crazy stuff that goes on in today's episode, and I want to get straight to it. But before I do that, I just want to show you a quick clip from the interview. After the Carabao Cup final loss to Manchester City, they ask him about how does it feel being so close to lifting the Carabao Cup. What are your thoughts? And Boothroyd says, getting to the final was an achievement itself, and he's proud of the boys. Quite rightly so. Quite rightly so. Coming up in today's episode, we are taking on Sheffield United away. We have a bit of a break, an international break, and then we have Chelsea away at Stamford Bridge on the 12th of March. And we're going to finish today's episode with a match away at Vicarage Road, taking on Watford. So 3 away games. Is it possible that we're going to get some points today? Let's see. And so we begin at Bramall Lane, taking on Sheffield United. And a chance really for Aidy Boothroyd's men to get over the hangover of losing the Carabao Cup final. We have to kick on and try and solidify and retain our mid-table position. And hopefully we'll do that today. Reyes Cleary here getting a game back after his injury. Starting on a positive note, getting down the right and forcing a corner kick from this right side. Good to see him back in action. And then a few moments later, it's rolled out from the other end, and Toffolo tries to play it through to Bellingham. It's intercepted and back comes Sheffield United. Ryan Brewster is going to hold this up, play it into the box, and what a finish by Jefferson. You got to say the defenders are just not close enough there. As that cross comes in, Doucouré's not close enough, and we should have the bodies there. Look at the yellow shirts in the box. And how does Jefferson, not only does he not, it's not a first time shot, he literally has time to control this here on his right and shoot with his right. And I don't think Peacock Farrell's positioning was all that great either. So looking a little bit sluggish here, and Sheffield hopefully try and get back into the game. 20 minutes open, and El Mizuni to Owusu, into Bellingham, into Campbell, and a good save by the goalkeeper as he comes out there. And a chance for Tyrese Campbell to make amends. He's not been that prolific in front of goal and seems to be one of the culprits to miss a lot of chances. And then 27 minutes in, Jefferson into Ndai. It's blocked and it comes back to the striker and he puts it into the bottom corner. And now we are 2-0 down inside half an hour. I was frustrated with this because I got the stand tackle in and then I switched to Van Roy and he passed it back to him and it's just too late. Boothroyd is furious with the defending here. One of the players that was struggling this game was Owusu. Been trying to obtain that objective of playing a player, an academy player, 15 or 16 games, so we gave him a start here today. He hasn't done well. Bad tackle there, but goes unpunished. And then just approaching half time, Reyes Cleary into the box, spins his man, gets back across, turns on his left. That's not a bad effort. Boothroyd knows that was close. Into the second half action now. 49 minutes in. Campbell tries a back heel. It doesn't come off, but he gets the ball back. Hayden to Campbell. Into El Mizuni. Back into Bellingham. Back to El Mizuni. And he shanks it wide, unfortunately. And now 51 minutes. Rashica. Hayden. Into El Mizuni. Into Reyes Cleary, dinks it to the 6-yard box, and there is Tyrese Campbell. So just to let you know, at half time we did bring Hayden on for Owusu, just to try and give us a little bit of solidity there in the middle and a bit of experience. Hayden's back. He was actually out all season with an ACL, so we didn't expect him to come back at all with him announcing his retirement, but he made it back for the last portion of games of the season. And Boothroyd probably feels here at 2-1, the game is up for grabs. We've got one more goal to get and we could rescue a point out of this. Ryan Brewster to Bogle, back in, intercepted, goes for the shot. Doucouré this time is there and makes the block, and now a chance to counter-attack as it's played wide. Rashica on the left, he's onside, cuts inside Barato, drops him into Bellingham, great chance, but it's a heavy touch. And in comes Sheffield United to win the ball. And the attack goes. And then Sheffield United back the other way. Bogle on the right. Into Beto, into Brewster. It sits up. Doucouré gets a block. And then Oya Zaraga with a hooked shot. Tried to pick out the far post. And then from the corner you'll see here. Toffolo goes for a long shot. 2 minutes left. But it's not a good effort. Into stoppage time, here comes Sheffield United. Zaraga to Lowe, back to Zaraga. Goes for a power shot this time. And a great save, Peacock Farrell to deny him. That would probably, in all likelihood, be the last chance of the game. It's a good save from Peacock Farrell. We lose this one by 2-1. So disappointing after a really bad start. We just couldn't get that second goal to rescue a point. Alright, so we are at Stamford Bridge taking on Chelsea, and we actually beat these guys at the Hawthorns, so they're going to be smart and they're going to be wanting to come out and really get at us today, especially considering we lost to Manchester City and then lost to Sheffield United last week. We really need to pick our tails up, and the opening 2-3 minutes, the kick didn't go as far as I wanted, and then David back to Jonathan Ikone, who scores his first goal of the season. And right now the players' morale or mood or whatever you want to call it is just all over the place. Got to pick ourselves up. Here we go, a few minutes later, Davisholu drops the shoulder, goes past Mavropanos, but doesn't let him in. He makes the block, and as Mavropanos goes across, he actually takes the touch, gives it away, but then Davisholu squanders it with a really lazy cross. Havertz here into Bramall, David into Ikone, back to David into Bramall, and how about that for a finish? We are 12 minutes in and 2 goals down. This guy looks a bit like Nicolas Anelka. If you guys can remember Nicolas Anelka playing for Chelsea. What a finish that is. Side foot shot, thank you very much. There it is. Yeah, look, kind of looks like Nicolas Anelka there. Really, really good finish. And Aidy Boothroyd is so frustrated right now. We keep conceding early goals. It started a few weeks ago. And McCrory here dwelling on the ball, 19 minutes in. Slides in, misses him. Bramall into David. Here they come again. Back to David. Low shot, pushed away by Leno. Makes the save. It's quite a formidable attacking lineup that Chelsea have. James back to David, into Bramall to Kai Havertz. No, he skips him. Into David, and a great save. Bernd Leno to the rescue again. How many times do we say that this season? And then 39 minutes in. Bravo into Davisholu, into Neil. Back to Davisholu. Can he drop the shoulder? Yes, he can. Goes past him. Oh, and a good save. And Chilwell manages to get back to Slanina, and they can clear it. Just a few minutes to go now till half time. Doucouré, lovely pass from Neil, and Davisholu has to score there. Has to score.
Well, he needed to score there. That may just have given them some hope.
And so into the second half action, we're looking to try and get a goal, get back into this. Tavernier, Doucouré, into Neil, looking for a runner. Koual wouldn't go. Now it is Koual. He's going to spin James. And then he gets a lucky deflection here. Tries to get into Davisholu, the edge of the 6-yard box, and they get it clear. 56 minutes in. Koual trying to get past James. And he succeeds. Koual into Bravo. Now Doucouré looking for a pass. Davisholu. Good skill. Davisholu spins his man into the box and cut out by Mavropanos. Chelsea can clear. And now bar to Havertz on the left, and then in comes McCrory. Actually touches the ball, believe it or not. But the referee doesn't think so. And across he comes and issues a red card to Ross McCrory. I think that's very, very harsh. He barely touches him.
They'll need to reshape their defence quickly here.
And so we had to make some defensive structural changes because we didn't have that centre-back there. We sacrificed, I think, Tavernier right mid, I think, and moved Jack Stacey to right-sided centre-back. Corner swung in, 89 minutes. He's thumped away. And it looks like we're going to go for another defeat here. Michailidis is then going to take this. He's going to try and cross it from this right position. In comes Havertz and clatters him. And it's an awful tackle. And the referee comes over. He's going to send Havertz off as well. I did say there was some crazy stuff going on in today's episode. I think in the entire 6 seasons I've played this save, I've never been in a game where we've had 2 red cards. One of them shouldn't even be a red card. And then both teams down to 10 men. Slonina, James flicks it. It's flicked on. James then plays it through, and Jonathan David is onside here, and he smashes this off the underside of the crossbar. It is 3-0. If we were unsure about losing today, we are definitely losing now. There's no way back from that. It's a really emphatic finish. I don't think we can have any complaints. Soundly beaten by the better team today. And Graham Potter's Chelsea give us a really good hiding here at Stamford Bridge, making up for that 2-0 loss earlier in the season. On to the final game. Let's roll the tape and have a look at this sending off. Let's see where he actually touches him. Havertz has got the ball. In comes McCrory. How's that sending off? He barely touches him. And the referee falls for it, hook, line and sinker. On to this next game, the final game of today's episode, as we are at Vicarage Road taking on Watford. And opening few minutes here, Bravo into Bellingham. Bellingham turning on the sauce, gets away from Sirialta, and then into the box. He tried to curl this in, and it's a good save as Ortega comes out and makes the stop. He comes out, and you see the positioning here, edge of the 6-yard box, narrows down the angle, makes himself look big, makes the save. And then Watford come back here looking for a go-ahead goal. It's going to eventually come over. Valerie comes in off this right hand side into Domingos Quinoa, and he goes for a shot, but it's a wayward one in the end. Never going to test Leno with a shot like that. And then back come the baggies. It's Bellingham into Doucouré, 15 minutes in, Doucouré into Davisholu, away from Sirialta, cuts back inside, lovely turn, and then he finds the bottom corner with a plum. Past Ortega, this is a lovely turn into the penalty box. Just enough space there to pick out that far corner. And Bellingham not able to do it before, but Davisholu definitely able to do it. He's our leading scorer, don't forget, in the league. And then 22 minutes in, Josh Madger, slide there by O'Shea, doesn't get anything of the ball, comes forward and tries to hit a dipping shot, Josh Madger. Leno says, I've got that covered. Not a bad effort though. Bellingham, 27 minutes in, Bellingham spins away from his marker. Bravo pings across into the box, and look at that for a header. What a fantastic cross that was from Claudio Bravo, and Davisholu gets ahead of his marker and heads it in for his brace. 28 minutes in, we are 2 goals up. Watford are in 18th place, struggling at the moment, so it makes sense that we would find this kind of space in between their centre-backs. Davisholu looking for his hat-trick now. So early on as well. Lovely cross as well from Claudio Bravo. And just a few moments later, Davisholu gets away from the defender, plays it in, Bellingham running into the box, and he side foots, taps that in. Just 31 minutes played, And the Baggies are running riot here at Vicarage Road.
Well, here's the replay. He does well to find that bit of space in the box. And then
Elisa and Dar just completely bamboozled by Davisholu's movement. And it allows Davisholu to get an assist and 2 goals. And then a play into Edo Kiyembe from Josh Madger, but great coverage here from Sila. You'll see here he gets across. I thought he actually gets a touch on this. It ends up being a really badly shanked shot and going out for a goal kick. 45 minutes into Kayembe, but it's intercepted by O'Shea. Into Doucouré's miscontrolled that. In comes Vasquez, wins the ball. And then Kwadwo Bar drops the shoulder to go past his man into the box. Domingos Quinoa back to Kwadwo Bar, and it's parried by Leno as he preserves the clean sheet. Into the second half now. Tavernier into Doucouré, into Bellingham, spins. One more, Garen Kowal, and the shot blocked. Watford survive. Palaversa into Bar. Watford just looking to try and get a goal back here. Into Palaversa. Goes for the shot. It's a powerful one. And Leno gets across. Makes a fantastic save there. And they're going to make a change. Elisa and Dar coming off for Ray Manai. Rashida on the left. Into Iheanacho. Into Bellingham. He's going to cut inside. Go one more. And here's Tavernier. 19 minutes left. Tavernier. Oh, a great save from Ortega. He keeps it 3-0. And if it had not been for Ortega in goals today, it could have been 4, 5 or even 6 for us. O'Shea trying to read that one. Kwadwo Bar. He's going to try and play it in. Intercepted Michaelidis. I actually pressed square for him to spam clear it. He didn't do anything but give the ball away. And it presented a chance there. And then from this corner kick, they actually substitute Kwadwo Bar and Javi Galan has come on. Now how about this for an assist? Bernd Leno, watch this. Ping. Surely not. And Tavernier underneath the ball. Lovely tape. What a chance this is. Tavernier. Good save. And Iheanacho must score. No, he doesn't. I told you there was some crazy stuff going on in today's game. I wish FIFA played like this all the time. Such fun. I can't believe that. Tavernier on the breakaway. A lovely pass from Leno. All he had to do was score. A kick save. Comes out. Iheanacho. There you go, lad. He hits it and it's tipped onto the post. Ortega. What a cowboy. What a cowboy. So that is full time. We end up with a 3-0 win here. A reverse there after being beaten 3-0 off Chelsea. Affects the goal difference somewhat, doesn't it? And let me know, as always, what you think in the comments of today's episode. I look forward to reading everything. And that is it from me today. I appreciate you watching and supporting me this late into the series. It means a lot to me. Now, if you'd like to continue supporting me, you can do so by subscribing and enable those notifications so you don't miss anything, or at least watch something from the playlist available at the end of this video. Now, coming up in 2 days on Wednesday, I will have episode 132. We take on Manchester United, Crystal Palace and Brighton in the league. This is our lad for Set Play Gaming. See you guys soon.